Welcome to part 1 of our video about the universe. The universe is an awe-inspiring and vast expanse of space that contains all matter and energy that exists. It is home to a wide variety of celestial objects, including stars, planets, galaxies, and much more. In this video, we will take a journey through the universe, exploring its mysteries and wonders and learning about its fascinating and complex history. We will delve into the science behind the universe, from the smallest subatomic particles to the largest structures in the cosmos. So sit back, relax, and join us as we explore the vastness of the universe and all it has to offer. As we look up at the night sky, it's easy to feel small and insignificant. But the truth is, we are a part of something truly incredible. The universe is vast beyond our ability to comprehend, with hundreds of billions of galaxies, each containing hundreds of billions of stars. And our own galaxy, the Milky Way, is just one of these. It is estimated that there are around 100 billion galaxies in the observable universe, and each galaxy contains anywhere from a few 100 million to a trillion stars. Based on these estimates, it is thought that there are around 100 billion trillion stars in the universe. This number is so large that it is difficult to comprehend, but to put it into perspective, if you were to count one star per second, it would take you over 3,000 years to count them all. But it's not just the sheer size of the universe that is mind-blowing. It's also the incredible variety of objects and phenomena that it contains. There are supermassive black holes, with masses millions of times that of the Sun, that sit at the center of galaxies and gobble up anything that comes too close. There are pulsars, rapidly rotating neutron stars that beam out electromagnetic radiation like a lighthouse. There are planets and moons, comets and asteroids, and all manner of celestial bodies, each with their own unique properties and characteristics. And then there are the mysteries that we are still trying to understand. Dark matter and dark energy, for example, make up the majority of the universe, but we have yet to fully understand what they are or how they work. But even with all of these amazing things, perhaps the most incredible aspect of the universe is the fact that it exists at all. The universe could have easily not come into being, or it could have been entirely different than it is. But instead, here we are, able to contemplate and study the universe and all of its wonders. So the next time you look up at the night sky, remember that you are a part of something truly incredible. The universe is vast, diverse, and full of mysteries, and it is a truly amazing place. We are going to delve into some of the amazing objects that we can find out there in the vast expanse that is our universe. First, let's take a look at stars and how they are formed. Stars are celestial objects that are made up of gas, dust, and plasma and generate light and heat through nuclear fusion in their cores. They are held together by their own gravity, and they are held in place in galaxies by the gravitational pull of the galaxy. Stars form from clouds of gas and dust that collapse under their own gravity. As the material in the cloud collapses, it begins to spin faster and faster, and it heats up due to the friction of the material moving around. Eventually, the temperature and pressure at the center of the cloud becomes so high that nuclear fusion reactions begin to occur, and a star is born. The process of star formation is complex and is not fully understood, but it is thought to involve several stages. In the first stage, a cloud of gas and dust begins to collapse due to the influence of gravity. As the cloud collapses, it begins to spin faster and faster, and it heats up due to the friction of the material moving around. As the cloud collapses further, it becomes denser and hotter, and at a certain point, nuclear fusion reactions begin to occur in the core. These reactions convert hydrogen into helium and release a tremendous amount of energy in the form of light and heat. The star has now become a fully-fledged star and has entered the main sequence stage of its life cycle. Stars come in a wide range of sizes, masses, temperatures, and colors, and they play a variety of roles in the universe. Some stars are small and cool, while others are massive and hot. Some are relatively stable, while others are prone to violent outbursts. Despite their differences, all stars share certain basic characteristics and follow similar life cycles. Next up, galaxies. It's hard to comprehend that there are billions of galaxies, let alone billions of galaxies with billions of stars. Let's first take a look at our own galaxy, the Milky Way. The Milky Way is a barred spiral galaxy, with a diameter of about 100,000 light-years and a mass of around 1 trillion solar masses. It contains hundreds of billions of stars, as well as gas, dust, and a supermassive black hole at its center. Light-years are used to measure distances on a cosmic scale because they are much larger than more familiar units of distance like meters or miles. A light-year is a unit of distance used to measure astronomical distances. It is defined as the distance that light travels in a vacuum in 1 year. Since the speed of light is approximately 299,790,458 meters per second, a light-year is equal to about 9.46 trillion kilometers, or 5.88 trillion miles. That's just 1 light-year. The Milky Way alone is 100,000 light-years in diameter. Amazing. But what makes the Milky Way truly unique is its position within the universe. From our perspective on Earth, the Milky Way appears as a band of light stretching across the night sky. This is because we are located within the Milky Way, and so we see it from the inside. The Milky Way is also home to our solar system, which is located about 27,000 light-years from the center of the galaxy. Our Sun is just one of the hundreds of billions of stars in the Milky Way, and it is part of a group of stars known as the Orion Arm. But the Milky Way is more than just a collection of stars and celestial objects. It is also a place of ongoing change and evolution. Stars are born in the clouds of dust and gas within the galaxy, and they eventually die, releasing heavy elements that can be used to create new stars and planets. So the next time you look up at the night sky and see the band of light that is the Milky Way, remember that you are looking at the galaxy that we call home. It is a place of incredible beauty and complexity, and it is a truly amazing place to be. Supermassive black holes. The next amazing object we are going to look at that is out there in the universe is supermassive black holes. A supermassive black hole is a type of black hole that has a mass millions or billions of times greater than that of the Sun. They are thought to exist at the center of most, if not all, galaxies, including our own Milky Way. Black holes are objects in space that are so dense and have such strong gravitational force that nothing, not even light, can escape from them. This is why they are called black holes. Supermassive black holes are extremely difficult to observe directly because they are surrounded by vast clouds of gas and dust, and they do not emit any light of their own. However, scientists can infer their presence by studying the way that they affect nearby objects. For example, when a supermassive black hole sucks in gas and dust from its surroundings, it can create a bright accretion disk around itself. This disk is made up of material that is swirling around the black hole at high speeds and is heated to extremely high temperatures, causing it to emit light and other forms of electromagnetic radiation. Supermassive black holes are fascinating objects, and they are still the subject of much scientific study. Scientists are trying to understand how they form, how they grow, and how they influence the evolution of the galaxies that they inhabit. The next object on our journey through the wonders of the galaxy is pulsars. Another very fascinating object that can be found in our universe are pulsars. Pulsars are a type of neutron star, which is the collapsed core of a massive star that has gone supernova. They are extremely dense objects, with a mass that is typically around 1.4 times that of the Sun, but with a radius of only about 10 kilometers. Pulsars are so dense that a sugar cube of their material would have a mass of about 1 billion tons. They are also extremely hot, with surface temperatures of around 1 million degrees Celsius. Pulsars are called pulsars because they emit regular pulses of electromagnetic radiation, such as radio waves and light. These pulses are emitted from the poles of the pulsar, and they can be detected by telescopes on Earth. The reason that pulsars emit these regular pulses is because they are rapidly rotating objects. Some pulsars can rotate hundreds of times per second, and as they do, they sweep their beams of radiation around like a lighthouse. If one of these beams passes over the Earth, we can detect the pulse of radiation that it produces. Pulsars are fascinating objects, and they are still the subject of much scientific study. Scientists are trying to understand how they form, how they evolve over time, and what role they might play in the universe. Next, one of the brightest objects to be found in the galaxy. Let's explore quasars. A quasar, short for quasi-stellar object, is an extremely bright and distant celestial object that is thought to be powered by a supermassive black hole at the center of a galaxy. Quasars are among the most luminous and energetic objects in the universe, and they are visible from great distances. Quasars are thought to be formed when a supermassive black hole at the center of a galaxy begins to consume a large amount of material. As the material falls into the black hole, it becomes very hot and emits a tremendous amount of energy in the form of light, heat, and high-energy particles. This energy is then radiated into space, and it is what makes quasars so bright and visible from such great distances. Quasars are some of the most distant objects that can be observed with telescopes, and they are located at the very edge of the observable universe. They are so far away that it takes the light from a quasar billions of years to reach us, so when we see a quasar, we are seeing it as it was billions of years ago. Quasars are fascinating objects that have helped astronomers to understand more about the early universe and the formation and evolution of galaxies. However, much about quasars is still not understood, and they continue to be the subject of much research and study. The last object on our journey and one of the most fascinating objects in the universe is neutron stars. A neutron star is a type of extremely dense, compact star that is composed almost entirely of neutrons, which are subatomic particles that have no electrical charge. Neutron stars are the smallest and densest known type of star, and they have a mass that is similar to that of the Sun, but they are only a few kilometers in diameter. Neutron stars are formed when a star with a mass of at least 8 times that of the Sun collapses at the end of its life. When this happens, the outer layers of the star fall inward and compress the core, causing it to become extremely dense and hot. The intense pressure and temperature at the core cause the protons and electrons that make up the atomic nuclei to combine, forming neutrons. The resulting neutron star is composed almost entirely of neutrons, with a very small amount of other particles mixed in. Neutron stars are incredibly dense, and a sugar cube-sized piece of neutron star material would have a mass of about 1 billion tons. They also have incredibly strong magnetic fields, which can be billions of times stronger than the magnetic field of the Earth. These strong magnetic fields, combined with the rapid rotation of the neutron star, cause the emission of intense radiation, including radio waves, X-rays, and gamma rays. Neutron stars are fascinating objects that provide insights into the extreme physical conditions that exist in the universe and the nature of matter at the atomic scale. However, much about neutron stars is still not fully understood, and they continue to be the subject of much research and study. Thank you for joining us on part 1 of this journey through the universe. We hope that you have learned something new about the amazing and vast cosmos that we are a part of. From the smallest subatomic particles to the largest structures in the universe, the cosmos is full of mysteries and wonders that continue to captivate and inspire us. We hope that this video has sparked your curiosity and that you will continue to explore and learn more about the universe and all it has to offer. Until next time, keep looking up,